W.T.F. Nation Radio
is in the house. Broadcasting live from the basement of the Pentagon. This is WTF Nation Radio.
This is a public service announcement from C.T. Fletcher. I will not contribute to the pussification of a nation. Get your punk ass out there and work for it, motherfucker.
Let's roll.
Morning, Sergeant Major.
How do you know what kind of goddamn day it is?
Beautiful morning, Sergeant Major.
Are you a fucking weatherman now?
You're listening to Sergeant's Time on WTF Nation Radio.
Broadcasting live from the Functional Veterans Center of Excellence. You guys see my voice is coming back. I'm getting more boom back in there. This starts time on this 3 April 2025 in the year of our stolen valor. Oh my God, dumpster fire. What's going on with stolen valor? Not stolen valor like stolen valor, Anthony Anderson stolen valor, but stolen valor in the veteran community, and now even in the active duty side of the house. Oh man, I want to give a big shout out to some friends that I got, friends I've met over the last 24 to 48 hours. The Big Dan Show. The Big Dan Show. One of the stories that I'm going to be talking about today. And by the way, we're deep within the basement. I'm forgetting my freaking. My lines, man. Broadcasting deep within the basement of the Pentagon, Functional Veterans Center of Excellence, or maybe somewhere in the Alamo, maybe somewhere in Area 51, or how about the Space Force Base or in Vandenberg, or maybe in Cheyenne Mountain where the Stargate's at. There, I just said it. So as you can see, I'm getting my energy back. Thank you appreciate all the well wishes and all the convalescent greetings and get wells. Man. So, anyways, So a shout out to Big Dan. I got you tagged on the Facebooks and all that. If you guys don't know who Big Dan is, the Big Dan Show is and I didn't know about this. You know, when you have creators that just do things that, like, you have gun creators, you have, mil vet creators, you have military discussion with creators. Oh yeah, maybe at the Red Roof Inn on Fort Bragg. That's right. I didn't know there was I didn't know there was a creative channel for boating. For charter boating. You see videos of guys and gals that don't know how to back up their boats on a boat ramp, or fucking up big time out open water. Matter of fact, I'm giving my word here, and I'm dropping a YouTube right there for the Big Dan Show. As a matter of fact, I think I'm gonna plug them for a little bit, because going through some of their stuff and going through some of their socials myself, after being introduced and all that. Hey man, Big Dan Show's talking about this. You guys see this, and the story I'm going to get into. I got to do the intros because I got to give some of the credit where it's properly where it's due. So if you guys go ahead and look at the Facebook pages and look at all the links in there that you see, you can see that there is two. There's one, two. Yeah, there's like one for. What's up with the connection error state? What's going on with the connection error? Huh? Anyways, check out the links. Check out the Big Dan Show. That way you guys and gals can check out the humor content of boating, boat mastering, dock mastering. In Pentagon, no. Area 51, Dulce, New Mexico. Yes. Yeah, I know, huh? Maybe I should just, maybe we should just, I gotta farm around for new places that are willing to shoot the shit but I guess they're doing. Matter of fact, let me pull it up. Let me pull it up right quick. Bam. They're doing a boat show. Matter of fact, I'll plug them. It's kind of like community type thing, because we're community. We're in the community. So they are they're doing a boat show in Mobile, Alabama. Alabama. This is going to be that story. Yes, it is. Yes, it is, Keith. It's going to be that story. It is going to be that story. At any rate, so the boat show that they're going to be doing, and again, I'm just giving them a shout out because they were so gracious in providing us deets and stuff like that. And so the boat show is going to happen right there. Look, they're going to do at Mobile, Alabama, at the USS Alabama Battleship Park. So make sure you check it out. Give Big Dan a shout out. Say what's up. Heard about you on U.S. Army WTF Moments and WTF Nation Radio about the story that we're going to talk about. Yes, finally. Matter of fact, I'm just gonna let me just pull it up. I'll just let you guys do it yourself. I'll just let you guys be the judge. And the Big Dan Show has been able to provide and give us a little bit of commentary. And of course, they got memes. And of course, so let me pull this up right quick. So, oh yeah, we have some updates on that story. Oh, okay, Keith. Yeah, all right. Yeah. So I'm just gonna get to the nitty gritty. So apparently, this South Florida, do they have hose? It's like the Catalina wine mixer, but it's the Alabama wine mixer. South Florida charter captain goes ballistic on a kid. Now, there's more video that happened that all this. But I'm just gonna go ahead and throw the video up of what happened right before the incident. Wendy Rogers being, yeah, exactly. Boy, I know, stolen, not that stolen valor. Matter of fact, let me pull it up right quick. Let me get that video courtesy of the Big Dan Show Club, kind of closed up a little bit, and then Gage Towels is the source. It's his video that was posted, and I'm going to drop that link inside the chat. So, there's supposedly there's not a. Did somebody get butthurt about our chats? It's okay. They go to all the chats anyways. The chat bot does. So if it doesn't see it on there, you'll see it. Go to WTF Nation Radio YouTube page. You'll see all the chats put together. So anyways, let's check out this vid.
Charter captain you will ever meet in your mother.
All right, bro.
Cuss me out.
Chill, bro. Chill, bro. Please, bro.
Don't hit the fucking file.
Please, okay, please, bro.
Well, I'm sitting here scrolling through Facebook and this video pops up. It looks like a charter captain has an altercation with a younger captain out here on the water. Charter captain claims that the younger individual that's actually filming this content didn't have any running lights on, maybe.
The guy didn't have any lights on.
Bro, we were all fishing here. The fucking.
He didn't have any lights on.
All right, bro. I'm not gonna do this with you, bro. I'm not gonna fucking do this with you, bro. Like, it's not the right time, bro.
You know the law?
Bro, what are you trying to do, bro?
What am I trying to
What are you trying to do, bro?
You want to fucking go?
I don't want to fucking go. I want you to get the fuck out of here.
Big tough guy?
Tough guy? You pulled up on me, motherfucker.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do about it?
Nah, shit. I'm fishing, you fucking. Like, bro, get out of here. Like, what? What are you trying to do? Act like a tough guy in front of your buddies?
No, I'm not. Dude, all these motherfuckers know I'm tough, motherfucker.
Bro, all right, bro.
You know what?
Get going, bro.
We're all fucking war veterans. We're all raised.
Well, thank you for your service, bro.
And you're gonna talk shit.
Thank you for your service, bro. But that doesn't give you the right.
Pussy ass fuck.
All right, bro. All right, whatever. I appreciate you for your service, bro. But you don't got to run through the middle of the bridge, bro.
Dude, if your guy doesn't have his fucking lights
That's
on,
not my guy, bro. That's just another fucking dude, bro.
you have to have lights on.
My lights were on, bro.
Obviously, it's an early sunrise bite under this bridge, and they came flying through here and almost hit him. And then the altercation begins, and I'll show you that here. This guy claims that him and his buddies are war veterans. You can obviously see how they are acting. The majority of them, they're probably embarrassed, humiliated to be even on the boat with this guy. Apparently, this is a charter captain. It's a paid trip, and it was completely out of line. I want to know what you guys would have done when this guy stepped on your boat.
I'm out here all the time, bro.
I'm 300 days a year on the motherfucking water.
All right,
Every
bro.
day, I'm the best charter captain you'll ever meet in your motherfucking life.
All right,
If
bro.
you cuss me out.
Chill, bro. Chill, bro. Please, bro.
Don't hit the fucking fire.
Please, okay, please, bro. Please, bro. Please, bro. Bro, I'm a kid, bro. Please.
Apologize.
Oh, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, bro.
You're gonna cuss me the fuck out.
All right, bro.
In the middle of the
No, bro.
Get out.
Please, bro.
Take
Please,
me back to my
bro.
boat.
Okay. Please.
Fucking apologize.
I'm sorry, bro. That was not me, bro.
Yes, it was,
I know I
motherfucker.
was here, but my buddy was
Take
on the
me
boat.
back to my
Yes,
fucking
sir.
boat.
I'm a kid, bro. Please, bro.
I don't care. You don't cuss me
Yes,
the fuck
sir.
out.
All
and
right.
talk shit to me, motherfucker.
Yes, sir.
You don't do it.
I'm sorry, man. I wasn't like cussing you out,
Yes,
though, bro.
you were, dude.
I was driving the boat.
Did
Okay.
you not call me a fucking faggot?
No, bro.
Yes,
that was
you did,
that was
motherfucker.
my friend on the. Okay, I'm
Okay,
sorry, bro.
That was your friend on the boat.
I'm sorry, bro.
You and your motherfucking friend are look at it and come
Yes,
on
sir.
your boat and fuck you both up.
Yes, sir.
Do it again and watch what fucking happens. Don't fucking do it again.
Yes, sir. I'm sorry, bro. Like, I appreciate y'all, bro. For, like, I'm sorry, bro.
Yeah, absolute insanity. I don't think anybody deserves to be treated like this, whether, you know, he didn't have his nav lights on or what the case may be. Of course, we don't know what was actually happening before the camera was turned on, but you can hear the guy that's filming frantically apologizing. He's saying, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. Just, you know, pretty much leave me alone. I'm sorry. I don't know what you do. I don't know what you want me to say. And this so-called war vet is just, I don't know. I don't know if he's dealing with some PTSD issues. He's got some kind of mental issues going on for sure. But man, I feel sorry for this kid. I can only imagine how he was feeling being out there on the water by himself and then having this straight up lunatic run up on his boat. What do you guys think? I want your opinion. Drop a comment, share it with a friend. I'm curious to know.
Well, what do you think? I have had some I've had some friends. I didn't realize this either. But I didn't realize that a lot of this in the boating community, the creator community, you know, that's one thing about the web, the internet, social media. And of course, this is going to go remember this theme for the rest of this show. Our world is small. So a friend of a friend of a friend that connected me to this, to show this video, we used to go boating together back in Florida. So it's kind of like, oh, okay. So this is kind of like the small world. The web makes the world smaller. Well, did some research, have some friends also, hey, help me out with some of this, and let's dig into this. What's going on here? And I'll be honest with you, man. I know. Let's put it this way: if you climb on another man's boat or anyone's boat just to board them, there's specific maritime rules. That kid was well within his rights to blast that guy off the boat. Right off. I mean, are we going to get community striked if I said this? But I don't care. That kid was well within. If he was carrying, he'd have blasted him off the boat. And that'd have been it. The kid was, I mean, from what it looks like this guy probably confused this kid that didn't know who the fuck he was, which was what the kid was saying, and decided to go off on his a screamathon, and that was it. Now, here's another thing that we got information from the Punta Gorda Police Department is aware of the incident between the two adult boaters under the Baron Collier Bridge on April 1st. Police report has been filed with the department. The incident is currently under investigation. The event garnered significant attention on social media. No shit. And we are receiving numerous calls to dispatch requesting that the department take action. Please do not call to report the situation. Oh, wait a minute, man. Why am I getting blocked? There you go. Shit. I was all blocked out and stuff. Why don't you guys tell me I was being blocked out? There we go. Please do not report. Please do not call to report this situation. Is currently being investigated by both the Punta Gorda. I just like saying Punta Gorda. It's almost like you're saying Puta Gorda, like a fat puta, right? And FWC. Additionally, our calls to our dispatch could slow response to situations that require immediate attention. So there you go. Don't call them. Everybody knows. Everybody knows. Now, some individuals say that's why I carry a shotgun on my boat. That's why I conceal carry on my boat. All perfect answers right there to describe how you would react if somebody boarded your boat. Can you tell that to an ex-drill instructor? What? I'm sorry, Musa. What's up, man? What you talking about, man? What you talking about? Exactly that, Baconator. But he's the best. He's the best charter captain in the world. I'm telling you, man. That ooh doggy. So we did some more digging, and this is again, of course, the W.T.F. Nation does not disappoint. He's Army Ranger, right? Raw Rangers lead the way. Now, as soon as everybody, of course, when anyone asks about how does Stolen Valor, remember what I was telling you about Stolen Valor being the theme throughout this show? Stolen Valor cases a lot usually don't really get investigated until an event happens, such as this, when someone claims to be someone that they're not. And it's just merely like in an incident like this, guy's an airborne ranger, right? Oh, ranger. Quote, excuse me, we were not comfortable with somebody, and we just don't know just boarding the boat and getting with the rights. Could you please just stop right there and let us know what you need? Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, the guy, oh, my bad. Yeah, the guy's name was Brock Horner. So we pulled it up. We did some digging. I had some assistance too from the WTF Nation. You guys never disappoint. I'll tell you what, buddy. Sorry, a friend of mine used to talk. He's talk like that. I'll tell you what, buddy. We'll find you out, as he would say. So PFC Brock Horner at the time. What was the article written from this right here? This was in April of 2005, April 28, 2005. I thought PTSD 4-on-1 against the skinny kid. While the other guys I could tell right now, Mark, it looked like they were not paying attention. They're not wanting to have it. They did not want to have it. So let's see. Let's go in here. Some window cap here in this article. Matter of fact, I'll just throw it here. The Herald Tribune, because we got receipts that are, of course, once again, the WTF Nation provides. Pew pew. Ranger? What kind of ranger? Short tabbers don't mean shit. Ooh, man. Ooh, that was spicy, Pip. Let me fan myself with my AER propaganda. Woo, Lordy. Make sure you donate to AER, AERHQ.org. Man. So here it is. PFC Brock T. Horner deployed to Afghanistan to serve as a member of Combined Joint Task Force. 7-6, the soldier is regularly assigned to the 173rd Airborne Brigade. There you go, Keith. Yeah, exactly that. Some of those guys, I was going to say that some of these guys were just filming, getting some content, filming content. So, but wait, there's more. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. This guy's got an impressive record, by the way. Pretty impressive. As a matter of fact, let me tap on the let me tap on his Florida bookings. He has quite the booking roster. I mean, again, this is what happens when people claim something and then people decide to do the research. Then they realize, hey man, that dude's full of shit. That dude was lying. So that's what happens. It's like it's definitely it gets your curiosity piqued. Man, dude. Look at that. Apparently he's had a record. That's some okay. There's more. Again, the WTF Nation provides. I appreciate it. Also, of course, our friends over at The Big Dan Show. Unreal. Let's see what else we got. Let's see what else we got. We got in the yeah, his first arrest when he was in. There you go. Oh yeah. I'm sorry, Keith. I just recognized your thing. Your in the chats right now. It's really small. So his first arrest. My money is those booking have something to do with similar instances. I'm pretty sure too as well, Steven. Pretty sure. Well, everyone was like, hey, well, we can't find his social medias. We can't find this, but it's okay. We found it. The web is incredible. He's best. You guys are breaking balls already. The best captain ever. So here's where we're able to pull up. And there it is right there. So everybody, wow, let's see. Let's read some of the stuff right here. Talking about this, and then there we go. Florida Coast University graduate and a U.S. Army Ranger veteran paratrooper enduring blah, blah, blah. So we're currently always a Wounded Warrior alumni too. Woo! So again, we're digging deep into this. 42 Alpha though is what we're getting. Some good fishing pictures though. I will say this. Proud veteran, Ranger, blah, blah. Again, you guys never know. You never know if he's got this. Okay. We just got a message. The work has just banned Brock. Okay. All right. Can we say what your work is there at Sports Bar? Can we say what you were, maybe he has PTSD. And again, of course, exactly that, Keith. That's what I'm saying. We're getting verification of all of his stuff, of all of his record right now. This is a developing story. Some more details will come out. But yes, Ranger School is open to everybody. You go to Ranger School as a cook. You can go to Ranger School as a 42 Alpha. You can go to Ranger School as pretty much anybody that is within the U.S. Army's 75th Ranger Regiment. The mailbox is full. Yeah, exactly. Oh man, so that is some wounds. Some wounds. What are you talking about, man? What are you talking about, Musa? Oh, hey, okay. Let me hit you back on that, Musa. And this is not at all. I am not striking at you, brother. You know how I'm just giving you some of the stuff that I get to opine. Since you and I have me and Musa have good debates, good discussions, and so if you guys hear me talking or see Musa going back, then I've been it's not me and Musa fighting. It's just that we have I like a good argument. I like debating back and forth. I don't take shit personally. Whatever. Once you start calling me names, then that's when, or we start calling each other names, and that's when the discussion goes bad. Here's the thing about when it comes to stolen valor, or when it comes to any incident involving a veteran. Just in the fact that you conduct a crime, and I got a lot of shit for saying this, pretty controversial statement, that just because you have PTSD, just because you have some behavioral health, it does not become an after the fact excusal for what you did. Like legit, if you're going through some behavioral health and you're going through some therapy and you know right from wrong from that fact, it's pretty hard for me to, dude, it's almost like when you see guys raising a gun on a cop and then everyone says it was suicide by a cop or whatever, and then they get mad at the cop, even though the fact that the cop has to defend themselves and or citizens around a scene. So that's just like that was just a blanket waiver. So yeah, the PSD thing, man, that PTSD stuff there, I don't know, man. My question, let's ask this, Musa, does he or has he done this to other boaters just fishing along, being a harbor bully? I've seen those too. So yeah, exactly that, Baconator. Who isn't messed up in the head? We all joined the Army, right? What was that Bill Murray said? We're all stupid enough to join the Army? Exactly. So that, when it comes to that, we're still trying to find out if this guy's records are legit, which, by the way, yeah, PTSD or asshole. We're again, a developing story. And again, shout out to the Big Dan Show for giving us for helping out a little bit on the deets. And I will say this, that the memedom has been pretty good. He has there's a lot of good memes on this already. And again, just think it's kind of funny that everybody that maybe the kid shouldn't do that. Well, it looks like it looks like from the way the video is displayed, he looks like he rolled up, discussed. There might have been another party there, and we don't know another party that we know. And I guess that's what the kids got a freaking meme. Yeah, exactly. No, somebody posted this here. I posted this meme right here. There we go. There. Exactly that, Insomniac. That's another good point, too. I've seen this behavior in certain people in the Army. The kind of soldier that wants to fight another soldier for nothing just to be a bully or whatever. Yep. Or has been the king of their roost their whole life, and they try to flex it. They try to flex it in the Army. Like, bro, we get it. You were the football quarterback, or the university, the most popular person on the campus, whatever. Or you were the Billy Bat in your block. But yeah, so shout out to Big Dan. Make sure you give him a follow, share, like, and follow Big Dan Show. And again, don't forget they got the event going on at the USS Alabama. That's just insane. So yeah, I'm curious to see how this is going to roll out. I'm curious to see my mind man immediately. That's another thing too. Oh man, you guys are going to hit it. When you're under medication and you start thinking and you start, oh, wow. And you start having these thoughts of, I wonder if Party Cove at the lake. Yeah. Oh my God. Oh, Lake of the Ozarks. Holy shit, dude. Oh my God. Yeah. Lake of the Ozarks. Don't get me wrong. I have, how do I say this? I have had a very good time at Lake of the Ozarks. Please, thank you, please. I've had a great time. There are some good people out there, but you're right. There are some D-bags out there. In what was it? I'm gonna. Oh, what Baconator said. Oh God, and this is a quote from Baconator in the comments. Party Cove in the Lake of the Ozarks might as well be called Retarded Cove. It's crazy, but I avoid all those morons. Yeah, you're right. There's some individuals, like I said, described as the king of their walk. That you say something to him and everybody goes, oh, don't say that to him. Do you know who he is? He won whatever championship or whatever back in 1990 something or something like that. Like, okay, cool. So, but yeah. So once more information comes out about old Brock, we'll get more information out and we'll give an update. There you go. Once the story's released, we got to talk about it, right? We got to give you an update. And we'll give you an update. But again, make sure you share, like, and follow the Big Dan Show. Make sure you hit up and say, hey, I heard you on, if you're listening, I heard you on U.S. Army W.T.F Moments and W.T.F Nation Radio. Said to give a shout out. Throw some selfies out. Get some pics. So if he was part of the Wounded Warrior program, he probably got wounded, dude. If that's what he says in this thing right there. So we'll see. Yeah, exactly that, Big Dinner. We digress. We digress. Lord have mercy. So that was the top. That's the top headline for tonight. Of that, well, actually, that's been flooding the inbox like crazy. To everything else is like, are you going to talk about it tonight? Please, I say something tonight so we can get it, cleared out of the inbox. We're going to talk about it tonight. We're going to talk about it tonight because this thing has hit the inbox ad nauseum. Just checked. Just got the messages, guys. I appreciate it. Let me see. I think. Anything else, Keith? Did you say? I mean, because I know me and you discussed some stuff as well. So I just want to double check before we carry on to the next topic. See, let me triple double check, and that way we can Charlie Mike the ship. See, is it at? You have to forgive me for a minute there because I just wanted to double check. I just want to know, Keith, was there anything else updated other than the fact that there's some information that I guess he was a 42 alpha or something like that, or he was oh, you were calling the phone line. Oh shit. Well, damn. My bad. Well, hang on. Oh, let me. Well, shit. Let me turn on the phone line. Is that way you can shoot the shit? All right. Go ahead and give it another buzz there, and we'll get you on the line. Go ahead, Keith. Give it another buzz, man. And I didn't know you were buzzing, man. My bad, dude. Give it a second here for a few seconds for a delay. A couple seconds because we're broadcasting go across the planet. Fuck Russia. All right, here we go. W.T.F Nation Radio, you on the air?
Hey, Ice, this is Keith. How are you?
Hey, what's going on, man? How you doing?
Oh, just sitting here watching my favorite Thursday night podcast stream.
Oh, I am humbled by the compliment. So the last time we spoke, we got the Herald article out of the way. We got the captured website out the way. So what are the updates that you have been tracking that you've seen?
Well, turns out I had some extended family that was impacted by that event. I sent to one of my sisters. Well, you know what? I'm not going to mention any names. I sent it to somebody that I knew who had a brother that was in the fishing industry. He does his own chartering, and I was like, "Hey, does your brother know this guy?" He's like, "Oh, geez, what a POS!" And he probably does. Turns out he was on the boat. Never met the guy. Was on the boat. First time on that guy's boat. Never met him. Just to film some content along with the cameraman, and I think there was like one other guy. So, and then because that guy tagged their Instagram handles in a story earlier in the day, all their socials being dragged all day, and then that guy's charter fishing service is now down in the depths of whatever.
Yeah. Oh,
Tampa Bay, Punta Gorda.
Yeah, I'm about to say you could use any type of maritime jokes right there. It was 86, right? Did you call that in maritime speak?
Yeah.
It was 86, sank, sunk, torpedoed, permanently docked.
Yeah.
So now in this instance right here, and I'll just say, so you have personally in a way been affected by this. What's his reputation already when it comes to this type of conduct? Is it known?
Well, apparently some of the comments before, like last time I was looking at, there was a lot, there was like the Brock guy. Apparently he was well known for being kind of a jerk, but in some circles, but I don't actually talk to the other guys that are on the boat. I'm just hearing things kind of secondhand from family members, but apparently he's had some kind of reputation for being an a-hole, but go figure.
Yeah.
And that's why I was kind of curious. I'm like, we were already seeing that he had arrests before he even went in the Army, and I didn't know how much the Army was wavering back then for felony arrests.
Well, you got to consider you got to consider it's probably during the surge time frame where waivers were full. You know what I mean? We're
right. I was just like, even if you're on probation, they'll waiver that thing.
I'm just gonna say, if you go on Recruiter Times and you've seen their page, you're more apt to see a lot of similar stuff. Back in the day, if you go back a few years on Recruiter Times, you'll see that yes, that in some cases there have been individuals who have been wavered or been told, hey, you didn't get busted, blah blah blah, because during the surge time frame in Iraq, that's how bad it was.
Right.
It was that bad to where, hey, you don't have a record and blah 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 blah, and then when somebody finally joins and then you find out when they can't get a clearance or when they can't get this, we'll come to find out that my recruiter said not to say anything. So it's one of those. So how's the kid doing, by the way? How old is he? A kid? Was he a kid?
Well, from what I found out, he's actually 22 years old.
Okay, he sounded like he was like a preteen.
Right, and that's what one of the things that kind of annoys me is some of the review bombings that's going on with some of the other guys' socials. Are you saying things like, "Oh, they can't be trusted around kids" and all this other stuff, or they're not safe with kids, or they hate kids and stuff like that? When, you know, granted, I'm not trying to justify what
Of
took
course.
place, but but you know, he was 22 and he's like, I'm a kid now, you know.
Oh, no, I hear you. Now, also the other party that was involved, the kid mentioned, and also, Super Captain mentioned another party, other individuals, and the guy was trying to say, that wasn't me. Any idea who those other individuals were?
No, I don't know any of that info.
Okay. Well, all right, man. Well, I appreciate the update. That gives a little bit more clarification. But, dude, yeah, somebody just asked. There was no. I didn't see any numbers on registration on that crazy dude's boat either. In Florida, I think there's specific areas you can put your registration numbers. Correct. Your boat numbers, what they call the hull number in there, where you can put your license and stuff.
You know, it's been so long since I've been on a boat in Florida. I mean, I actually grew up in Florida, but you know, it's been almost 20 years since I've been back in Florida and been on a boat. So,
yep. Yeah.
But I could get an answer real quick.
No. Yeah. Exactly. Because we're probably gonna do an update anyways after we get more information. Because obviously the story has blossomed across like I said, you don't realize, and it just telling somebody else, you don't realize how much of a small world, because of the people that I talk to, that I have friends in Florida that are in that realm as well. It hit me up too, and then you have a connection to it. So it's like it's the internet makes the world pretty small.
Well, that's what happens with some like social media now. Is like, it's one thing if you hit like a niche group like fishing, but this guy stepped in the dog crap of the close knit fishing group and then the close knit, you know, veteran community. So it was like you know, a force multiplier on his face getting memes left and right.
Yeah, I've seen other meme pages already post some of the memes. So, all right.
I mean, I'm part of some bass fishing groups in Texas, and I've already seen like 20 memes in there.
Yeah, exactly. No, my friends have been sending me, "Hey, did you see this? Hey, did you see this? Yes, I'm gonna talk about it tonight. Yes, I'm gonna tell you. I've seen this one too." So, any rate, all right, man. Well, appreciate the update, and like I said, keep us posted.
All right, will do.
All right, brother. Good talk. Have a good one.
All right, later.
Oh man, so in the comments here, oof, you guys are vicious. I love it. I don't want to say vicious, but you guys, I'm just glad I'm back. Haven't had a Sergeant's Time come back here. And normally this is not a Sergeant's Time story, but due to the fact that this story has reached its level, then I figured I knocked this story out right quick. And then that way we can shoot the breeze about it. Okay, so on a serious note, you guys probably saw a notification in the middle of the night or wherever you are at. And I just want to publicly thank, he force multiplied himself. Yeah. He force multiplied himself. That's kind of backwards. I think you're right. I want to thank the Lithuanian government and the Ministry of Defense and the people of Lithuania for doing what they did for the 4 soldiers that lost their lives in Lithuania training. I humbled. It is an honor to see them see them pay respects like they did. If you guys didn't catch it, you can just go on U.S. Army W.T.F moments. Any of the platforms that we've streamed live on, 2 Facebook pages, 2 YouTube pages, and of course at W.T.F Nation Radio. But just the matter of fact, let me pull up some footage of it so that way you guys can see what I'm talking about. If you guys not already seen it, some of the things that I noticed while we were watching the stream. Let me pull this up right quick. There we go. So it was a large turnout. Again, our Lithuanian partners, allies, and again, I want to thank the Lithuanians, the Poles, for their efforts in recovery operations and search of our. I mean, look at that, dude. Lithuanian were just wearing American flag, holding up American. Dude, the only time I've ever seen images like that is when we've had like you're celebrating the battle, not celebrating, but commemorating the battle of the Battle of the Bulge, and you see the the American flag. I've rarely seen from an Eastern European country, provide this display. So again, it kind of welled you up. I mean, it did for me. It kind of like, God, man, this is, losing 4 soldiers while training. Everyone needs to know that even when we're training, our work is inherently dangerous. And so it's just, I don't know. It just, to me, I just felt thankful again. So I thank the Lithuanian government for doing this ceremonial send off. I guess it would be their version of what we would call a dignified transfer as well. So matter of fact, there's one. Let me speed through here on the camera here and get a little bit so I can get a better image. Be patient with me if you could. There we go. This right here, this is what hit the most. I'm going to show you this window cap. I'm going to wait for him to set it up right quick. Yeah, this right here. Look at this old timer. He's got a flag right there, and he was just holding one. So you'll see. I mean, you'll see all the dignitaries. You'll see all the leaders. Let me get my face out of the way. And at this point, once everybody's been formed up, I mean, look at this is Lithuanian TV, and they're waving an American flag in the lower left. That just, to me, just. Max says that how much I've seen in training, it's one thing to lose soldiers in combat. It's another thing to lose them during training. It is, man. I feel bad for the families too. Our hearts go out to the 4 that were lost. Did I go too far soon? Let me see. Because I want you guys. There we go. I want you guys to see the procession of them pulling up. This is just first class. This is just first class support from Lithuanians. I again, rarely do I see it in any countries that I've traveled in, unless it's a commemoration for World War II or commemoration for like a specific battle during World War II. But this right here, I'm beyond appreciative to the Lithuanian government, Lithuanian Minister of Defense, and the all of these soldiers. Our partners, allies, and partners that participated in the recovery efforts and the search. So I'm just going to pull this up right quick, just to give you guys a real quick glimpse. You can see it on our timeline: U.S. Army WTF moments, WTF Nation radios, Facebook pages, and YouTube pages, and of course at U.S. Army. At on X, WTF Nation Radio. You can also, just don't forget, guys, that Facebook now is removing all lives after 30 days. So if you see this show and you see all of a sudden a show that you were on, or a show that somebody that your favorite actor, actress, or influencer has joined us, don't worry. We have a YouTube page. So, and we also have X. So Facebook now effective, effective like a couple weeks ago. All lives will be taken down after 30 days of posting. So don't get upset. It'll come down and you won't even notice it. Yeah, all the soldiers lined up. Yeah, exactly that, Baconator. They did go all out. This is the stuff right here that watching the Lithuanian people holding American flags and in sorrow. There were some of them. There were some tears out there. Let me hit the sound on this one right here, because I think. Ugh. That just gets me, man. That just gets me. Yeah, so that just gets you, man. It gets you. As a matter of fact, they even did at the end of the broadcast, it's almost the show, the whole highlight, and this is from Lithuanian Media. So again, thank you LRT for allowing the simulcast. LRT did a whole segment, and unless you speak Lithuanian or you want to get it translated, you can. But they did a whole commentary along with it, discussed the traditions and all that. They did show army leaders talking amongst the populace, and the thing at the I would say more so at the end, after they showed the whole thing, the whole procession and all that going through town, is the little short. As a matter of fact, let me pull that part up too. Let me get it up real quick so that we're not just waiting for me to play a video. And here I'm gonna play real quick what they you're gonna hear some discussion.
Karius, o transliaciją padėjo stebėti Darius Novickis, Jungtinių valstijų jūrų pėstininkų atsargos pulkininkas, Valdas Rakutis, karo istorikas, Seimo narys ir Giedrimas Jeglinskas, Seimo nacionalinio saugumo ir gynybos komiteto pirmininkas. Ačiū Jums už Jūsų atsakymus, ačiū, kad buvot kartu. Dėkui. Likit su LRT, ramios dienos iki.
Dude, that's class. That's class right there. Whatever you feel, whatever whatever. I'm appreciative to the Lithuanian people and the government for doing this. So, gonna take a break right quick, and then of course, everybody refill your glasses, hit the head, hit the latrine, and shots, and then we'll be right back to close it. Oh, we have more stories, don't get me wrong. We'll just finish up the second half. So with that, shots.
WTF Nation Radio. WTF Nation Radio.
Take it from me, Ice. You can't just float around space not caring about stuff forever.
The voice of U.S. Army. WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Shit in the bag, Pogue.
A soldier's tale of wild misdeeds, from the chow hall to the PT grind. You won't believe the things things you'll find. Drill sergeant's rage, a fiery storm. Private tensions far from the norm in the shadows where the secrets lie. Army W.T.F, you can't deny. Army W, the stories unfold. In the heart of the chaos, the truth is told. From the field to the base, the legends grow. Army W, the fuss, the madness we know. A Humvee stuck in the mud so deep, a midnight rain, no time for sleep. Emerged straight like gold in hand. The strangest sights in this foreign land. Drill sergeant's rage, a fiery storm. Private antics far from the norm in the shadows where the secrets lie. Army W.T.F, you can't deny. Army W, the stories unfold. In the heart of the chaos, the truth is told. From the field to the base, the legends grow. Army W, the fuss, the madness we know. Mud so deep, a midnight rain, no time for sleep. Emerged straight like gold in hand. The strangest sights in this foreign land. Drill sergeant's rage, a fiery storm. Private antics far from the norm in the shadows where the secrets lie. Army W.T.F, you can't deny. Army W, the stories unfold. In the heart of the chaos, the truth is told. From the field to the base, the legends grow. Army W, the fuss, the madness we know. In the ranks where the wildlings roam, every soldier's got a tale of their own. From the absurd to the downright strange. Army W, the fuss, it never will change. She'll raise a glass to the tales untold. In the Army's world where the brave and bold live the moments that make us say Army W, the fuss, every single day.
I am here determined to stop this future atrocity.
This station is now the ultimate power in the universe. I suggest we use it.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
please enjoy the show. Shots.
Listening to something else while you guys were listening to this, and I was listening to that. Kind of had a little bit of beat to it. Cakeboard Nerd, Mania, thank you so much for allowing them beats. Almost feels like when you're going into a club. Or your strip club, right? Yeah, or a rave. Welcome back to WTF Radio's hardest hype up on the center stage is ice. Exactly. So, at any rate, okay. So we're talking about the Stolen Valor still. Stolen Valor on tap for tonight. This time it's in service. In service. Now, I'm going to bring up two. I mean, I guess that I was out. I was out, so I feel like you need some shrooms or some. Hey, man, get some edibles or something like that, right? This is Sergeant's time, of course. DD-214 required for all said activities of some type. Any consumptions that would be illegal and unauthorized that would probably pop you on a UA. So, remember I was telling you about in service, like you saw in the headline, in service Stolen Valor. Now, wait a minute. Wait, Ice, what are you talking about? In service. And that means you have the UCMJ, right? Isn't that what you have? Now, there are two circulating stories that are currently going on social media right now as we speak. Now, we did a little bit of verification on both stories, and I'm going to send a warning out to those. Well, first off, those that are defending these individuals, shut the fuck up. Just shut up. Just shut up. Just right now. Those that have get your dollar bills out. Yeah, exactly that, bro. Shut up. You're making the situation worse by defending said individuals. I never understood that. In talking with Anthony Anderson over at Stolen Valor, individuals that once they're seated into the decisions because they don't want to admit that they're proven wrong, or like to throw legal mumbo jumbo out at individuals on something that's true, you'll get what I mean in a moment. Now, being the fact that we have captured said documents, and also, how do I say this? What? UCMJ should be all over like a fat hoe loves cake and... So again, two trending stories that are currently on other social media platforms. We posted a share from another page, and then everyone freaked out. And I'm gonna say something right now. Look, I got it if you have a beef with somebody, or I got it if you feel so emotional about it. But never do we condone any self-harm, comments of self-harm or death threats to said individuals. However, I will say this: if you are wearing badges, ribbons, patches, combat patches, or any other uniform or accoutrement that you're not authorized to wear, and you're active duty, your chains of command have already been informed. All this, this is not, this is, so I'll even break it down for you even further. If your STP, Soldier Talent Profile, if your page looks like this and it says CBT 0, you don't get to wear a combat infantryman's badge or a cab. Or you don't get to wear a combat cookie, as the kids like to say, or a combat patch, as the old timers would say. Don't even try it. Don't flex. It's really easy to find out this information, especially if it's active duty. Especially if, or again, I'm dancing around this because I hope the individuals that are flaunting this shit and their friends that are supporting them get the, get the hint. If you have a group of individuals that have said this individual didn't serve in a said location, more than likely, and provide proof, you should probably take that shit off. No excuses, no nothing, whatever. And of course, being a fact that they're members of the staff of U.S. Army WTF Moments, WTF Nation Radio, are active duty, currently retired, or veterans. An on-the-spot correction isn't defamation. If you're not authorized to wear it, take that fucking shit off. Since everybody's dancing around the topic, well, have you seen his profile? Have you seen his pic? Yeah, matter of fact, we're posting for everybody to see their pic. What about, who cares? Why is this such a big deal? Because I guarantee it, if it was your soldier, or if it was you, you'd say, take that fucking shit off. It's unauthorized to wear it. We slam senior leaders that are not authorized to wear Ranger tabs. They're not authorized to wear specific ribbons. Fuck, we just had 2 guests. Master Sergeant Jack Dona, retired, and Anthony Anderson. Talking about stolen valor. If you just don't have it, there's nothing wrong with your service. Don't need to embellish. If you are a pogue, or you're a grunt, or you're a cannoneer, or artillerist, armor, whatever, hell yeah, you served. Good on you. But if your paper doesn't match your uniform, then I think you just need to go ahead and be humble and take it off. There have been some instances where I know soldiers, hell, even me, hey, the badge or the requirement for this badge has changed. Everyone takes off those ribbons. Okay, roger that. What? It happens. It happens. The Army changes the windows for what you can or cannot wear with ribbons and badges and stuff like that. And they say you can't wear this, you can't wear that. You have to wear this ribbon in place of that. Okay, fine. So these 2 stories right here. And I'll say this, almost similar. These 2 stories right here, look, there was a specific set of criteria that was sent out for wearing the Global War Expeditionary Medal and the Global War on Terrorism ribbon, the two GWAT ribbons, and then what you can wear for the evacuation of H. Kaya. You guys know about that? Hamid International Airport. The withdrawal of Afghanistan. And I will say this right now. There is specific criteria that was set to include exceptions to policy that the 82nd Airborne and the 18th Airborne Corps set forth on authorization to wear any of such, the 2 GWAT ribbons and a combat cookie. Pretty freaking easy, right? As a matter of fact, they even set guidance that they sent up a fucking flow chart. If paratrooper did this and he goes there, then he has this and he gets to wear this. If paratrooper did do this or did not do that, very easy, very Matt Damon could see this. No offense to Matt Damon, but purely on the character that Team America World Police portrayed him as. Matt Damon. Matt Damon is actually a pretty fucking smart dude, so, but just Matt Damon, right? Sorry, Matt, you're just gonna have to. Matt Damon's gonna be the World Team America World Police, just breaking balls. But you hung around with veterans, you know the deal. At any rate, they had a specific. Look at that, yeah, flow chart. Paratrooper does this. Paratrooper does this. Blah 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 blah. And I'm gonna say this right now. I would say I have 3 organizations right now that are asking to ensure that this gets out to the force. to ensure that none of the shitbaggery of you wearing a combat cookie when you shouldn't be doesn't happen. Now, look, I'll say this again. I don't condone death threats. I don't condone messages of self-harm. That's no. But telling somebody to take that shit off is an on-the-spot correction. Yeah, even Stevie Wonder could do that. What are the rules? Well, somebody was reading that. Somebody was reading the chart. Shit. Okay, I'll tell you what. For HKIA, for the evacuation of the Afghan withdrawal with all of our forces, with the 82nd Airborne and their task force. Here was the, okay, stop. 101st is Stolen Valor. They're not really airborne now. Come on. So what is the criteria on? The criteria. People will be like, God damn, dude, I wish you were back on your meds. You're being loud. If you deployed from South Carolina to Kuwait, you get to wear both GWAT ribbons. That's it. If you went forward from Kuwait into HKIA, then you're authorized to wear the combat cookie. The 82nd Airborne and the 18th Airborne Corps provided exceptions to policies on specific guidance for award because the way the mission was condensed and all that. So they did do some, I don't want to say some swagging, but there's some individuals that were in theater at that time to do what they needed to do in HKIA to go back to Kuwait, to go back home, and the same way in reverse. Everyone deployed to Kuwait. Everyone, there was a roster, there was names. This guy's going, that guy's going, this guy's going, that's not going. Okay, cool. The guys that went forward to get the combat, they get the combat patch. That's it. That's it. Nothing else. So I'm not begging anybody, but I will just say that shut the fuck up on who you're defending, and especially since individuals are now going, wait a minute. Yeah. Yeah, Insomniac, I know what you're talking about. They did that for the Balkans as well. Like a specific time that you went. If you went, then you get awarded a NATO medal, or you get something like that, K4 medal, blah, 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 blah. There were specific medals that you got to wear, and then there was a time criteria that you had to wear it. But for this specific, and this is two individuals that are walking around flaunting some shit that they shouldn't be wearing. Combat adornments, the Combat Infantryman badge, and a combat cookie, combat patch. So there you go. I'll let them figure it out so that way they can take that shit off. And yes, their commands no. So I just wanted to highlight that since Stolen Valor has been the spicy discussion. Integrity, I guess it's banned on plaques now. Yeah, is it? I don't know. You tell me. But yeah, nope, not going to be tolerated. Again, looked into the records, looked it out, saw names, not going to release PII. So those that are listening who have friends and family that are avid followers of U.S. Army WTF moments, I think you need to check yourselves. If you deployed to Kuwait for the Afghan evac and you stayed in Kuwait, you get the 2 GWAT ribbons. If you went forward to HKIA, then you got your combat cookie. Or whatever, awards that happened during the events that led to the withdrawal, all the way to the end. So there you go. There you go. Pretty easy, right? Nobody should be butthurt on this on-the-spot correction. We're never going to get, and trust me, the pages that posted all this, they're not going to get apologies because everyone's freaking out. What's the big deal? Who cares? And all that. Okay. All right. Then you look at their accounts and they're diming other people out. This person needs to be put on blast. You're cyberbullying these guys. But then you look at their accounts, they do some cyberbullying too. Integrity, more like hypocrisy too. You got me all fired up. What were we talking about? What happened? Oh yeah, Steve Slayton. Yeah. Well, you guys are on it tonight. Steve Slayton has Steve Slayton and the Trump store has banned the has blocked U.S. Army WTF moments, by the way. If California includes the West Coast and the West Coast of the United States, and they spread the United States where there's trillions of dollars of economic development, they can control the West Coast. Huh? Okay. If California ever becomes a state, I'm about to say California's got a lot of internals and all that. There's a lot of shakeup in California. Don't count your cookies already when it comes. This is a Monday edition topic anyways, but I'll just say California at one time did want to break up into 6 states, and I think it should. There you go. Steve Slayton, let's give an update. As of an hour ago, posted on Stolen Valor's Twitter page. I just want to see real quick. We give you guys a good update here on the Stolen Valor legislation expected to advance on Monday, honoring veterans. And this is from Senate President Warren Peterson, Representative Walt Blackman, and Senator Shauna Bolick are working together to get the bill on the floor for a vote. And then Representative Blackman noted that Senator Wendy Rogers, who's blocked yours truly as well, I don't know why, would have no further input on the bill. Thanks to the 3 above for working diligently to get this to the floor for a vote for our veterans. They deserve their voices to be heard. Hope, and as I'm saying, there's a lot of senators and politicians that look. This was bill was named after Master Sergeant retired Jack Dona and his dad. And so, literally, dude, I mean, this is a win-win. You would have thought this would have been a win-win, but I'll say it again, like I said in the Monday edition, I think there's more follow the money type thing with the way Arizona GOP politics are. Not just me saying it. So, no, I am blocked. Oh yeah, they blocked WTF moments. I'm not going to tell them what other counts they didn't block, so that way we can still surf. I told right before I went on air, I told Anthony Anderson at Stolen Valor that. Hey, we got blocked. WTF moments got blocked. Saying they're going to sue us and stuff. Saying they're going to sue Anthony for posting it. We stole Social Security numbers. When it's something as simple as a FOIA. But anyhow, I think that's it, right? I think that's all. That's all the intent. Let me see what other news. We had other Sergeant's Time stuff lined up, but man, we're cracking through the time here. So much stuff. Arizona is. I love Arizona. That's a good. I like that state. I like the state. I didn't realize the politics were going to be so bad. Is this a bill about the woman who ran a charity and had the biggest stolen valor on anger crops? No. Nope. This was Senator Wendy Rogers defending Steve Slayton, who claimed to have been in Vietnam, but according to records, was never served in Vietnam. In fact, did time in Korea, but I'd like to say he was on a black bag mission to go do some stuff in Vietnam back in the time when the Paris peace accords were being signed. So that's the deal with that. A West Texas special? Oh, West Texas is special. I'm about to say, is that a drink? A West Texas special. Some of the other news that I wanted to talk about right quick is there's another story out of Fort Irwin. This is a developing story as well. If you've seen it right here, that Cinevision, I'll just post it. Is it cool? Does this fall into the Dependa category now? Is Dependa back in vogue? Can we say Dependa now without anybody getting upset? Is there a specific nuance to the term Dependa, good or bad? If you're a Dependa that's rocking it and you're a stay-at-home parent, crushing it and doing all the stuff, and is that considered Dependa-ing? Or is when somebody fucks up and that's a Dependa? That's Dependa. I always wonder. Dependa as a nickname could have had lead to a pejorative or a negative connotation. Yeah, I could probably see that. So anyways, here's a story about a Dependa. Out at Fort Irwin. This is a developing story. And the way that, if you follow U.S. Army WTF moments, you'll see anytime there is a flipped vehicle or something like that, first thing we do is we triple double check to make sure that there are no injuries. Okay, so you guys be posting accidents and stuff with some, injuries, like minor injuries or something like that. Somebody's able to walk away or ambulatory. Okay, cool, yeah, we'll post that. But any serious injuries, we're not going to post unless we get a positive ID that they're okay. Now, this one right here. So the story goes, somebody was drunk driving on Fort Irwin with children in their car. The driver hits two parked cars and flips their vehicle. Then she jumps out, gets her children, and takes off on foot with the kids, and has yet to been apprehended. As quote as the individuals have stated in the inbox, we are currently witnessing the largest round of hide and seek. So again, is it a bad thing, Dependa, to say bad? Is it Dependa? You know what I'm saying? It's like when you say, "Oh, don't be a bitch," or "Don't be weak," or something like that. You know what I mean? It's like the use of the term Dependa, typical Dependa. Is it a Dependa? Dependa. Exactly. Playing on words, of course. I'm just asking because I think sometimes. Dude, you can't make this up. Now, this was sent to us by several. Okay, let's put it this way. An admin of a page sent this to us. An admin or individuals that are involved in several specific group family pages. We're not in groups, so we don't see all the T in there. Otherwise, each. I mean, maybe we should go in a group and say, for this week we're going to cover Fort Irwin. For this week we're going to cover Fort Bragg. I don't know. Seems like an idea, but it's a lot of work too that would keep us away from the inbox from the rest of the Army. So a spouses group circulated this, and it got to us, and then we were speaking to some of the individuals that were managing the page. I don't know if they ever caught her. How do they know it's DUI? Because apparently there's some open containers inside a vehicle. That's what what witnesses have been saying. So again, this currently here is a developing story, and apparently the individual that was operating this vehicle to a "no, you can't park here" situation has been trolling the pages, laughing and giggling about this, and saying, "Ha ha ha." So when we posted it, I mean, I'm kind of curious now. I want to see who this individual has been commenting on the page. A Dependa drunk driving at Irwin. Yeah, you got to be careful. Pretty soon people are going to complain when you hear Dependa. They might report you if depending is a bad thing or not. So I just wanted to give you an update. That's what's happening. Yes, we did get it. It has been hilarious. Glad there's no injuries. We don't know the status of the kids, but we think from what we've been told, the kids suffered minor injuries as well. We're just kind of wondering. Could have opened in the accident. I will say in my many years of time in service, there was an individual who got in an accident one time, and it was pretty funny. It was a case where the individual was in pain and had a six-pack and decided to drink some of the six-pack to ease the pain. And so then they immediately thought he was a DUI. So, which is kind of funny. I mean, he didn't get. I don't remember. I think he got in trouble. I think he got a ticket for open container or something. I can't remember. I have to ask some of my friends. Maybe they didn't want to tell me because I just maybe something I shouldn't have said. Some of them are still serving. At any rate, so that's the status. We'll know what happens with this case too. Make the Dependopotamus great again. Well, I'll tell you what, Pip. Got somebody. We're reaching out to somebody who wrote a book on Dependopotami. I think it's kind of funny. I wrote a book about they called it Military Wives Book or something like that. Let me see if I can pull that up. I laughed my ass off. So I'm going to give this individual a plug, even though, hey, so you need to come on to the show. How about that? We want you to come on the show. The Secrets and Lives of Military Wives. And once you see the picture, as a matter of fact, I'll just show the picture. Once you see the picture, you're going to want to know why we want this author, Jenna Lum. We want you to come on. We want you to come on. So if you want to come on U.S. Army WTF Moments, chat with us. Now, this image I'm going to show you, literally, I about died when someone's like, hey, did you see this? A friend of mine posted it on social media, and I just like, yeah, dude. Bro. This image right here has caused quite the controversy. So, Jenna, if you're listening, hearing, watching U.S. Army WTF Moments, WTF Nation Radio, and all the platforms, please reach out to us at contact@WTF Nation Radio. Again, contact@WTF Nation Radio, so we can get the front desk scheduled up. Because I think this would be a fun interview to do. And I'm going to tell you what, that Depend-A-Potamus is freaking classic. I love it. If we could spend $38 billion on no one getting in the internet, we can spend online training for ever depend on what to do and not to do on post. Yeah, exactly. I don't think they care. I think it looks like my ex-wife. I'll have you know my exes are hot. I'll just say that. There you go. I flatter all. I talk good about exes. So they're hot. I got some hot ones. Woo. That's not controversial. That's the truth. No, I'm just talking about those some individuals that there are some. You can say that. You can't say that your exes are hot. I will say that, sometimes in relationships when you're dealing with stuff like that a person's personality or soul makes them ugly, I guess you could say. But physical attraction is physical attraction. Yeah, hot. Just me. I don't badmouth the exes. I do talk about some of the instances, just like any other married individual would say, wait a minute. Raiders, there we go. Oh man. Okay, so what was that? What was the next topic we were going to talk about? This right here is a story from Task and Purpose. I don't know if you guys saw a message or a post of our all call that was sent, and originally from a Fancy Bear, and then we sent we jumped on that and then talked to some individuals at 18th Airborne Corps and the 82nd, and we are able to get a drive going and notification. I guess you would say a call for attendance or call for donation. It's posted on the U.S. Army WTF Moments timeline, and if you guys see the, let me look at right here. Let me pull it up here. You guys remember the story right here? You guys might have seen this on the hot makes the restraining order worth it. Just stay away from the German ones. Are you guys still talking about exes? Is this Brock dude legit as far as being a veteran? Yes. Love Ranger stuff and all that stuff we're still digging into like that. Man, we're already, look at that. I'm about to say we were posting some stuff on talking about drunk driving and stuff like that, and the next thing you know, freaking the Googleizer stuff says that, So anyways, shout out to everybody who reached out and sent us this initial all call for soldiers that was desperately needing a bone marrow transplant, and thousands of soldiers showed up at Fort Bragg to donate or to see if they could be tested, screened to be a donor for a bone marrow transplant. So this is also 1,000 others requested test kits online. So I thank you again, muchos gracias for all the donations and also all the messages that we got. Hey, did you guys see this? Double tapping to make sure it was posted on the timeline for WTF Moments as it was. So again, I'm glad that this was able to get started. We'll another follow up to this because again, at this juncture, at this period of time, we don't know what the next story is, and we kind of want to respect the paratroopers' privacy. I have 4 ex-wives, and the last one during the Army was 3 of them. Huh? I will say this: I got a friend that I know, SOCOM. He married the same ex twice. So I guess so he was married 5 times, but 2 of those times were 1 to 1 to 1 ex. So They got divorced and all this other stuff, and then did their thing, and then whatever, and then I guess they rekindled some stuff and then remarried. So I know of a scenario like that. Nothing wrong with that. Fuck it. So again, thank you guys again for participating, and at least everybody's sending us the traffic to get this thing posted, because we were already posting, but it's like, hey, did you guys see this? Hey, did you guys see this? Hey, you guys see this? So check out the timeline at U.S. Army WTF Moments, and you can see, or go to Task and Purpose and see their stuff as well. I think that's one. I got one more. I think I got one more story after this. Another story. Yeah, the Brock case kind of like threw everything up a little bit in a jumble. Okay, yes. So you guys know that the memorial, the boot memorial at Fort Campbell was going to conclude. There was not going to be any more. And of course, a thank you everybody who sent us the information. We posted the letter that Gold Star family members were receiving from Fort Campbell. And now they're going to do another one before. It's like the final one. This is the last one they're going to do for May 19th through the 26th. And so, again, they posted an update. We posted the memorandum. They posted the update. And matter of fact, let me pull this up right here so you guys can see it. Well, I'm just window capping all night tonight, man. Surviving. There you go. So, recently, after a decade, blah, 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 notifying survivors, one representative play, we were made aware of the profound effect of the abruptness of the decision had upon them, taking everyone's input in consideration. It has been decided to hold one final Fort Campbell boot display memorial this year, May 19th through the 25th. We hear your voices and recognize your pain. So I just wanted to get that out there to the force to make sure that, yes, they are going to do it, because there's been rumors. I heard we didn't, heard it's not going to happen, or heard this is completely gone. So that's why we share that as well. Update from Fort Campbell. So appreciate the update. At least an update. Appreciate that. So, what's up, Corey? See Corey in the chats. All right, did I miss anything? Am I? Cover Stolen Valor. Color, if you didn't wear any fucking your patches you're not supposed to be wearing, if you didn't deploy forward to H-Kaya. We covered that. We covered Brock. What else did we cover? Did we cover anything else? I think we're good. Just to go, I'm going over my notes right quick, because Spanky, I had to make sure that I had to go over some notes, and she wasn't here. When Spanky's got to go do stuff, she's like, make sure you talk about this, so I got to make sure I talk about that. One last thing, again, I'm just reiterating, double checking. Download your old Facebook videos by June 29th if you broadcast live. This is to all the creators as well. Facebook is rolling out changes to its storage policy for Facebook Live starting February 19th. Facebook Live videos will be retained for 30 days by default on the page, and during which you could view, delete, whatever you want to do. But after 30 days, you'll no longer be able to access the live videos, and they will be automatically removed. Again, stopping my foot. Automatically be removed from the page and deleted from the servers. As part of this transition, Facebook video lives older than 30 days will be deleted. We want to make sure that you have the opportunity to keep any videos that you've published. If you go to YouTube at W.T.F Nation Radio, they're all there. I was doing some research when making sure that, okay, we got this video, man, it goes all the way back. After that, existing videos, live videos before February 19th will be deleted from the page. So make sure you download all the settings and make sure you download everything. Good to go. I think that's it. Are you going to talk about the letters from Pete Heck? Yeah, I'm going to talk about that on Monday. I'm going to talk about the standards. Some standards and some stuff changing. Sorry, I'm doing like Sergeant's Time quasi Monday quasi shows because I got to catch up because I was out the net during my convalescence. And so now that I'm healing up, I got to catch up. So there might be some intertwining of Monday edition topics, veteran related, Sergeant's Time related. So I'm going to take advantage of the two windows that I have because I got to keep up. Y'all should have seen the New York teacher in his Rambo jacket with patches. The only thing missing was his signed picture from Hanoi Jane. What are you doing? What was that? Wait, what was that, Corey? Is that a new story? So, Insomniac, what do you mean 90,000 soldiers? What 90,000 soldiers are you talking about? So, hit the what do you mean? Just trying to figure it out. So, make sure you share, like, and follow. We're broadcasting live, right? Currently on 5 different platforms. Oh, how's recovery going? I'm able to stretch out a little bit more. Yeah, I had to. As a matter of fact, I did a follow-up and just recently, and all the work they did on me to put my guts back together. So it's kind of like, oh, wow, okay, ouch. Really didn't realize, wow, that's a lot of work. So you're listening to Start Times right now, broadcasting live. Tomorrow is, I think they got FTX. I don't know. I've been out. So maybe if you see FTX pop up in the window, weekend co-ops. That one, by the way, FTX with members of the W.T.F Nation's team and the radio and Pop Culture Warrior and admin staff. You never know. You might see somebody. You might see somebody in there that's like, oh, is that person an admin from WTF Moments? Never know. Never know. You might definitely will recognize CQ, FTX, tabletop games, card games, good cutting up and all that stuff. And then weekend co-ops with Nemo. Sometimes Nemo does collab gaming with WTF Nation Gaming, which you see currently streaming right now, and Valor Gaming or Stack Up or what's the other one? Regiment. On Sunday, you got the actual King Smith and the coach. What do you hear? What do you see? For the sports bar on Sunday, Monday the edition is myself and Massey. I gotta tell Massey, hey, we're back to work like normal now. So that way he can stop doing his road shows and traveling and all that. He's busy too. Tuesday, of course, Pop Culture Warrior Mike Carrasquillo, also known as CQ, with his angry staff of Mad Mike and Angry Elf. Wednesdays, the Smoke Pit with the Sorents, TZ and Radar, and of course myself and Spanky on Sergeant's Time. Yeah, man, I'm blabbing my fucking face off here, just trying to. But broadcasting live on 5 different platforms. Remember, 2 Facebook pages, 2 YouTube pages, U.S. Army WTF Moments and WTF Nation Radio of those names, and then of course on XX on XXX. I would just say like X too many times. X, where we were talking about X's earlier, anyways. On X, formerly known as Twitter, at WTF Nation Radio. I also got another announcement. I wanted to do this final button up. A long time ago, long time ago, U.S. Army WTF Moments and WTF Nation Radio had a swag shop. We had some swags. We had some swagging. We had some low. We had some tees. We had some stuff like that. And as a matter of fact, if you had attended any of the events that I have gone or CQ has gone to, or any of us that have gone out to see them, you get, give you the US WTF Moments top fan tab, or we'll call you a Facebook Ranger, blah blah blah, right? Well, I'm happy to announce that soon the swag shop is coming back, working with other creatives and working with other members of the WTF Nation. That I'll just say this: when you network, let's put it that way. When you network, you meet some good people that you want to help out to be part of this. So soon you're going to see something pop up on the timeline that's going to be the return of the shop. So the shop's going to come back, and once it comes back, man, all the stuff that you said, we need to have this or we need to have that, we're all taken into consideration, and we're all have all been noted. So I'm pumped. I'm excited. Because the last time we had a swag shop, they were selling like hotcakes. People were deployed, getting their stuff, wearing their WTF Moment swag or WTF Nation Radio swag. So I'm excited. I can't wait. So soon, stay tuned. I think that's it. Anybody else got anything? Anybody on the front row? Nobody to piggyback off me because I'm the one talking. So, anyway, again, share, like, and follow. Thank you guys so much for being there. And again, I appreciate so much. Thank you guys so much for all the messages of get wells and all that. Because I'm going to tell you what, there were some times where like, God, this sucks and all that stuff. And then I get a message, but bling, somebody told me to tell you that so-and-so said, get well, or somebody said this. And to me, it's appreciated. It makes you feel like you're part of the team. So I think that's it. Anything else? No, I think that. No, I think that's it. I think we covered it all. Again, some of the topics: 90,000 soldiers, active duty, force reductions. The force reduction, Insomniac. We'll be talking about that because I got some my own takes on it. My own takes on how I feel about that. So, anyways, with that, y'all have a good night and see you. Shots. Hey, Corey, I'm good. I appreciate it. I'm healing up pretty good, but I do appreciate your sentiment. Thanks, man. Y'all have a good night. See ya.
Hey, this is SEAC retired John Wayne Troxel. You're listening to WTF Nation Radio, the station of choice for all of the badass MFers on the planet.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Driving us insane. ATF zero dark 30, no time to complain. Push ups in the mud, feel the muscle strain. Army life is a wild ride. WTF moments can't hide. Through the fire we survive. In the ranks we thrive. It's WTF moments in the Army's grind. Through the blood and sweat we find our kind. In the chaos and the fire we stand aligned. Warriors forged in the battle's bind. Hilltops in the desert, sandstorms in our eyes. Memories for breakfast, no room for lies. Blood marches through the night under starless skies. Brothers and sisters, we rise. Army life is a wild ride. WTF moments can't hide. Through the fire we survive. In the ranks we thrive. It's WTF moments in the Army's grind. Through the blood and sweat we find our kind. In the chaos, in the fire we stand aligned. Warriors forged in the battle's bind. Drill sergeant's fury echoing in the air. Discipline and duty we all must bear. Battle bodies by our side in the fight we share. In the face of danger we dare. Army life, it's a wild ride. WTF moments can't hide. Through the fire we survive. In the ranks we thrive. It's WTF moments in the Army's grind. Through the blood and sweat we find our kind. In the chaos and the fire we stand aligned. Warriors forged in the battle's bind. Zones and firefights, adrenaline's rush. Silent nights, broken by the enemy's hush. Medics on the move in the heat of the crush. In the heart of battle we trust. It's WTF moments in the Army's grind. Through the blood and sweat we find out our kind. In the chaos and the fire we stand aligned. Warriors forged in the battle. Army life, it's a wild ride. WTF moments can't hide. Through the fire we survive. In the ranks we thrive. Memories in our mind. Brothers lost but never left behind. Army WTF moments in the stories we find. In the Army's embrace, we're forever entwined. It's WTF moments in the Army's grind. Through the blood and sweat we find our kind. In the chaos and the fire we stand aligned. Warriors forged in the battle's bind. Through the smoke and the flames we rise again. In the heart of the storm we find our sin. Battle buddies by our side, our men. In the Army's legacy we transcend.
Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
please enjoy the show. Shots.